Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Couch Cat stream. This is Coffee with Global Chat, where me and usually a couple friends talk about the current state of the game, hot takes, and whatever else is popping in global chat. I'm your host, Paizen. You can also call me Ryan. I don't know why I always do this. Anyway, I'm joined by two guests today. One wandered into the studio because we didn't change the locks from last time. But first, we got Limitz here. Limitz, how you doing?
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody?
Morning. He has headphone issues, so he's going to be like muting, unmuting. And then we have Pratt, the one who wandered in, took my sandwich from the fridge. Pratt, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Do you see this guy? He like literally on the couch with a cat and a blanket.
Yep.
This is peak performance here at Couch Cat Podcast.
It's Couch Cat. I had to have a cat.
He's definitely comfy.
Thanks to Pratt, like we're true to our name. Otherwise, we look like fakers. You know what I mean? But today, oh, go on, dude. What were you saying?
I also have another two cats that are sleeping directly over there. I could grab them too.
Okay, Pratt confirm. Catman. So,
Yes.
so today, we'll be picking your brains about the event that's going to launch, and then some also, advisor takes. I would love to pick Pratt's brain over this. But before we get into everything, I just want to say hello to everyone in chat. I saw our own guest Pratt here blowing chat up. Going at the to report you for spam. But it's good to see everyone here. We had Cutie, we have Yomu, really early, 6:58 a.m. Spamming with Pratt. You guys are just heathens. And we have Fluffy, we have Cutie. Good to see everyone. Wow, I'm so behind. We have Sin here as well. Sin, good to see you again. By the way, Sin, while you were DMing me, I fell asleep. So I'm not ashamed to admit that. And then we have Spite here. Spite, good to see you. And E-Zombie was watching Ludwig. Ludwig's like way bigger than us. Anyway, cheers to chat. I have coffee here. And yeah, Ubi is not here for this stream, unfortunately. But we'll have him back soon enough. But yes, cheers to Pratt. Limitz is drinking. I don't know what Limitz is drinking. A Monster this early in the morning. What are your scans, dude?
Yeah, I'm a Monster guy. I wake up, drink a Monster, and then I go on to my coffee. I'm very sugar craving.
Yeah. Very bad for your health. But anyway, so let's go down the list. Limitz. So there is an event about to drop, and it's the 2022 World Cup event. And we've been here at Couch Cat, been talking about it all week, trying to gauge the community's hype level, if you will. And I'm going to show chat just in case anyone's popping in global talking about it. But what is your Limitz? What's your take on the event? Are you excited? Are you not? Any plans for it?
I'm going to definitely participate, but I'm not going to go all out like I normally do. I'm not much of a soccer person, so I'm just going to enjoy the event, right? And just kind of hold off until Christmas.
Okay. And I think that's a pretty common sentiment. I mean, you can play the event without having to do anything, right? You just you're doing your routine stuff, the battle arena and all that stuff, and you'll get items from the event. So pretty easy.
I think what I'm going to really do is like support the people that are actually into this event, right? That really are trying to achieve and get the things that they're after. So here for support.
Support here to sell to people who really want to do this event.
There you go. I just tried to be political correct right here.
So Pratt, I want to move on to you. I want to ask you your take on the event. How are you feeling about it? Do you want to do anything with it?
About the same. I mean, it'll be kind of a nice little break from just the regular grinding and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm down for it. Hopefully it'll fare well. Hopefully it'll fare better than the last card event, which was
It
was frustrating.
I wasn't here for it, so can you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, so that one was like it was kind of the same setup, but maybe a bit different than this one. Um,
Hmm.
and it was mainly set up by Crisis. Sorry if I say that name wrong, but yeah, it was set up by him and Mike, and it was basically like just random RMG would get you a card. And
Hmm.
man, I played the crap out of Simple MMO like that whole 2 weeks, and I didn't get a single card drop the entire time. Like I was convinced I was doing something wrong because like I did thousands, 10,000s of actions and I never got a single one.
Hmm.
And then Dazed, the leader of Wolf Blood, he felt so bad for me. He sent me a card after it was done with. So hopefully it's better than that. Hopefully at least I get, just like one. Even I'll take just one.
I actually
Yeah.
didn't get to participate in that last event. I was just joining the game, so and then I had to collect the cards anyways.
Oh yeah. Collect things after the event. It's always far cheaper, I hear. Definitely.
So, Crazy and I talked about this in our YouTube video that we did on the World Event teaser, and then also our streams last week, which are Tuesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. US Eastern. We stream twice a week. This is the random stream that good luck if I can schedule it. But we're more excited for and if it's taken advantage of, like building something in game with this sort of event, like instead of just world, the soccer cards and stuff, but like actually getting, I don't know, community created cards, and maybe like an internal card game. But if you're just going to keep it to collections, like definitely, I would love to see something in the future that mimics the community event, but for cards, for especially for people who collect those things, because I can get in line with that more than just like, all right, soccer, I don't watch it, you know. But
Mhm.
No, I agree. 100%. That'd be cool.
And what I
yeah.
would like to see is if like later there's implemented something where if you obtain a certain amount of cards, you actually get like some diamonds back, like a collections chest almost. That would be a big incentive, in my opinion, to actually go out and get the cards, because they're probably going to be worth a few hundred million gold a piece.
Hmm.
So, even making something where, you collect 5 cards and you get, maybe it's tiered like, 50 diamonds. That would be a good incentive, in my opinion. Something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, just I don't know, get more involvement in a system like that, right?
Right.
Um, from all across the game, not just like a select few, like all those all those Europeans. You know what I mean? I like, what the heck? What are you guys doing over there? I'm just kidding. Anyway, so we have a surprise guest again. So I need to change the lock. All right, these advisors keep coming in here, and they're all homeless. So they come in one by one. And I mean, you see Pratt here. He came in with all these cats, and we don't even have cat food. But let's see if his audio is working. Are you guys ready for this? It's so small now. It's so small. Sin, can you can you hear us?
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, maybe Sin's dead. Sin, bottom left, there's the mic icon. And click the mic icon, and you can change your settings, like the little arrow by it, because it goes by your default, which isn't always right. But anyway, Sin joined us, so we have two advisors in this stream potentially if Sin can figure things out. But yeah, I like your take. I like your take, Pratt. And oh, I clicked off this. Here we go. I clicked off chat. I don't want to get yelled at by Keevan. He's been bombing me in global. Uh, but real quick, let's see. Wait, you guys make YouTube videos this Keevan, dude? Dagon, welcome to the stream. Cassio is here. Welcome to the stream. And Ezombie says, "I want that mug. Is it my mug? It's a Yeti, and it was like their special edition for Veterans Day, so it's pretty sick." Oh man, I'm going to butcher this name. I dares. It dares. Welcome to the stream. You posted a box. I don't know. Cutie says my idea still stands. Pay gold diamonds to buy packs, and you have to collect the card to use it in your deck. Yeah. Cutie says last stream Paizen, I always do my checks. I didn't know Sin would join. I'm sorry. He's gonna work it out. At least we're not getting feedback from him, so it's kind of like he's not even here. Eclipse, welcome to the stream. Sin says it's just not working. What mic do you have, Sin? And it might be because of how it's reading it for your audio input. But while Sin is there in purgatory, I clicked off chat again. Yeah, that's how we all feel. But I mean, there's people in global already asking about the card event, so hopefully, hopefully people are engaged, because this is kind of like, I don't know if you guys think this way, but it's the filler essentially till Christmas, right? I mean, there is some overlap, but Christmas is like the next big event that is on everyone's mind, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
And I know Limitz, you were on the fence about what you're going to do at Christmas, right? Like either actually using the like the upgrades or selling anything you get. What do you think you're going to do
with the Christmas stuff? I probably end up just keeping. You know what I mean? I'm not really much of a seller. You know what I mean? I'll end up. I'm a hoarder. Let's just say that. Like it's pretty pathetic, man.
True. It's true. I have a bunch of old event crap in my storage that I never use and I never touch. But I can't get rid of it. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
But I'm super excited. Christmas is just kind of my time of the month. You know, not the female side, but it's my birthday month, and I'm actually Christmas Eve baby. So,
dude, for real?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, mine's like right after Christmas. Not, I won't say the specific day, but it's not the day after, but it's like it's same week. So I feel you, dude. I feel you. And you have to make a stand. You have to say they're 2 different days. You can't just lump birthday and Christmas together because you get robbed.
Yeah,
you get robbed as a child. It's not fair.
My son's birthday is a week before Christmas, and we always make it a thing to actually do his birthday properly and not, just lump it in with with Christmas, because we're actually decent parents.
Make sure you do.
I've seen that happen to so many, though. Like birthday or on Christmas or Christmas Eve or the day after is the worst, because you always just get lumped in with the holiday.
You know what sucks is that you don't get birthday parties. You know, everybody's at their family having Christmas.
Oh yeah, no one's around.
Friends from school to have like a birthday party per se. You know, that's what sucks about it.
Yeah, that's so true, dude. And now we're emotionally scarred forever. Oh, maybe that's just Limitz. I don't know. Pratt, what are you gonna do for the Christmas event? Do you have any plans?
I don't know.
Not play the game.
I don't know. I'll probably just end up doing the same thing that I do for my guild every event, and that's hoard everything until the end, and then give it all away and turn around and, if somebody needs something, I give it to them. So
that's true. You're huge into that. You're one of the most active givers, if that's what you call it. Sin says he's going to try and rejoin. Sin, good luck. Good luck on your journey of technical issues. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel silly. Like, I love the Halloween aesthetic more. That's why I went harder on it. But like, Christmas really is just going to like zero out everything I equipped. So maybe Alucard was onto something when he was like, I'm gonna sell everything I get for Halloween and then go for the Christmas stuff. And I think even Aged, I was talking to Aged maybe, and he was saying the same thing. Like, there's no point stat wise to go through that pain. But I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for the aesthetic. But I'll play it. I'll see what happens. I might sell stuff too. I got a lot of fan fiction to fund, so and embarrass myself further on stream. That was dude. That was something. I was like, you just gotta do it. So something. Yeah. All right. Sin, are you alive? Maybe not. I saw his mic flicker for a second. Oh man. All right. Sin's still working his issues. Let's see. Yomu says maybe I should join instead. I mean, I've asked you, Yomu. I've asked you. And then Cutie's trying to save Sin's life. Thank you, Cutie. Sin. All I can tell you, Sin, is that bottom mic on the left, when you click the arrow and it shows you audio input, just try everything. That's all I can. That's all I can give you. But yeah, so while it'd be perfect if Sin could connect too and speak on this. But Pratt, I was talking to you before the stream. Since you're here and you're an active advisor, because there's clearly a difference, right? I wanted to ask you, especially in between these like event times, because that's when we see people come back. But like, how's retention? From your perspective, obviously, like I'm not asking for hard numbers and all that stuff. But like, how's retention in your eyes? Are you feeling like what you're doing for the community, at least yourself, is changing things?
Definitely.
And if you want, you could speak, about staff in general. But yeah, I want you kind of, if you could elaborate, how things are going and what you're doing to keep people engaged, especially new players.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying everything. Whether it's profile comments or just like giving away money, and even just offering help sometimes is probably the biggest thing. That I've noticed. That's why people come back, is because the community is still active, and like I had a player the other day that came back after 2 years of not playing, and they hit me up for a while, and I just gave them not even 10 minutes of my time, and I could already tell they were back. They were already doing things, and they soaked in what I said, and then they were able to just go at it. So I mean, player retention's always a big thing here. I mean, I'm trying everything that I know how to do.
Yeah.
So I hope it's working.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like the hard numbers and stuff like that, I don't know that much. So yeah.
Sweet. And that must be gratifying, right? And now I want to kind of ask you, like, beyond you, is there kind of like a united front with the advisors that are digging into the community? Do you think you're all on the same page at this point to like keep
Yeah,
people?
I would say that. Yeah, we all collectively try to contribute and get people to stay and whatnot, and especially returning players is my big one. Um, I like to get the returning players to come back, and even if they don't stay for permanently active, at least they come back and they still see what's going on, and they can still feel somewhat connected to the community and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's good, because I would say not so long ago, but it's kind of long ago, like like 2 years ago, I guess. But there was always like a mixed bag of what people thought of staff versus what staff is actually trying to do. And I hope with having you on and other staff members on, I hope people can see that you guys are trying. Staff is trying. So
I mean, The community is the whole reason why I play this game.
Right.
Yeah, to begin with, bar none. If it wasn't for the community and my guild, I probably would have quit. I don't know, a year ago, if not more. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I have everyone else to thank where I'm at now, like, and all the people who told me keep going. Like the advisor thing didn't happen right away, even though people said it would. Like
Mhm.
I actually lost count how many times I applied for it. Like, um, and then I finally got it, and I was like, okay, um, hooray. Okay, time to own it, you know?
Mhm.
Um, so, I mean, everyone who ever told me to keep going, thank you, first and foremost. Um, and you're the reason why I'm still here.
Yeah, so if you're mean to Pratt, he's gonna quit tomorrow. Just
Nope.
just as a reminder.
Nope.
And
Nope.
he's gonna give away all of his items. Can you believe that? So let's wait for that. Let's wait for that in the shadows. I know
no.
in Global Potato says I've had loads of help from the staff. You're all great. So that's pretty good. You have a fan.
Pratt, I love how he's like, no, with his hand, stop.
Yeah.
Because I feel you with that. Like, he's going to get all these DMs, like, hey,
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
Sin tried. We'll have to try. We'll have to do a one-on-one test. We'll have to see what's going on. It might be something that runs as an admin is using your mic. I'm not sure, but I'll troubleshoot it for you, Sin. Thanks for trying. Sin's normally not awake this early. But now that he's gone, you can see our names by our little picture here, in case anyone's confused. Oh god, Agent's here trying to trick us again. Agent tricked me last time with his name, and I thought he was a new player, and he's doing it again. That son of a gun.
it's because he can't remove the tag in game, so he has to troll other places and
Yeah,
pretend like he doesn't know anybody and no one knows him
yeah.
because
That son of a gun, dude.
he can't do it in game, and it's always there. Even if you go to the default,
Hmm.
name color, it's still there. So that's why he can't act like a noob anymore in game. So he says, "Okay, elsewhere."
Yeah. QD says mods are meanies, advisors are okay, I guess. Yomu says, yeah, mods are evil and power hungry. Interesting, Yomu. Axis, welcome to the stream. Shadow Ghost, welcome to the stream. And yeah, I'm not bringing my garbage mic. Phone mic's a sin. Again, we'll try something one-on-one. And AJ, thanks for the streams. Thanks for trying to troll us again. Fred says, just passing by. Good luck on the event, everyone. Have fun. Fred's going to monopolize the hell out of this event, so don't trust him. Don't trust him when he says good luck. But yeah, so like, I don't know. More on the topic of just like player retention. Maybe limits. Like as a player, an active player, is there anything you think that advisors are doing extremely well or could do more of?
No, I think we've got some really good advisors in the game that really are, community wise, they're very involved, right? Pratt himself, I literally see a name all the time, and Ajiz, I can't even pronounce his name. The guy, the goal,
Ajid.
yeah, Ajiz, he's all the time, on people helping and the support chat, commenting on profiles and stuff like that. I think we have some really good advisors in this game. Moderators, there's some good moderators, but there's some moderators there I think kind of lingering lingo,
Mm-hmm.
and
Limitz, stop cutting onions in here, man. I'm gonna cry. Damn.
He's gonna get his couch wet, dude, and that's my couch because he's in the studio. Like, what are you doing?
and I feel like the way they approach some things could be a little bit different, and I feel the moderators, right? There's only so many of them, and the majority are getting all the bad, the negative, and that starts to
They take a lot of shit. You guys don't even know. They take a lot of shit.
it affects You know what I mean? Like it really does. Me as a manager in logistics, with you got customers calling you consistently, and it's nothing good, right? It's always the bad. So it
Wait,
just
Limitz, you're in logistics?
yeah, I'm
What
a
kind of
general
logistics?
like LTL, TLX, intermodal.
That's weird because I'm a night manager at a tire company, so I
Oh
kind of hear where you're coming from. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it's just the negative, right? It starts to rub off on you, and then it comes to the player base, and that's not always good. So
Yeah, and Cutie says the biggest problem is a lot of mods are so quiet in chat overall, and it feels like they're robotic when in DMs. Ubi and Keebin are pretty beloved in the community because of they chat. True, true. I don't know, on one end, I don't know what the official stipulation is to be a mod when it comes to like engaging the community. I'm sure you're doing a lot of like you see tickets or however their system works and they're handling
Mhm.
stuff, or they're
Mhm.
DMing me about alternative accounts that are my wife. Yeah, I don't know if they're forced to, but it would help their image, for sure. You know,
Mhm.
I know more advisors than mods these days. So, but yeah, Keeban and Ubi do a great job. I mean, Ubi, it can be debated because Ubi breaks more rules than enforces. If you know what I mean, when it comes to the chat, but you know them.
Hey, the whole reason I signed up for staff is because the whole premise of it is we get to break shit, and that's the whole reason
Oh, that makes
why
sense, dude. Oh,
I
damn.
signed up was because I'm good at breaking shit. I'm really good at it. So it's a natural talent. So I was like, okay, let me put that to good use.
I told, uh, I outed myself. I screenshot myself because in the Couch Cat Discord we have a global chat disasters text channel where we're pulling things. It's almost like out of context, but just I think better. And I outed myself because Ice Neo, a resident troll in our community, but we love him, and I told him like I'm gonna behave for a year and like pretend to care about the community until I can get to like advisor slash mod status, just so I can ban him. So that I feel like you could be evil as staff. You could really pretend, and then once you get it, like you can just kind of maintain that title. Pratt, I want to ask you, Pratt, are there any metrics that they base your performance on, like to keep you on track, or can you like get attain advisor and then kind of like screw off for a month or whatever and not really do anything?
Well, there's not like a
does Mike hold you guys up to a standard? Like, is there
Yeah.
yes, more.
is there like I see where you're coming from, a metrics base, but like, is there something that
Hmm.
do you report on, or you know what I mean, like on a weekly or even monthly basis?
Mm.
Uh
I
oh.
guess it, I guess it would be more of like an activity thing, but I mean, you're allowed to
Hmm.
like take a break if you need to, or if you've got something like real life that you need to handle. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, yes, I'm held to a higher standard than others. And then there are some hard and fast rules when it comes to the game and the community. Just certain things that you just straight up can't do. Um, and I guess it's more so like that than it is anything else.
Okay.
And I mean, it's not like super different than what I thought it was going to be. It's not like oh, I have to do something.
Hmm.
It's more inclined than anything else. It's not so much like message 100 new players or you're gonna get fired. Like no, it's not like that at all. No. So,
Okay.
but I think more of it is it's more or less activity driven for sure. Um, you can definitely tell when you know um, someone isn't active or um, whatnot. Like I feel like if I take a whole day, I come back and I've got like 15 messages from different people, like all the way down, like, and I'm like, crap, I have to answer all of that and have to get back to people, otherwise I'm out. Like, like I
Yeah.
have to, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I always get back to you, even if it's, if it's a bad time for me, I won't log in because I know, like, I need to answer that,
Yeah.
so sometimes I'm like, if I see something, I don't ignore it, but if I'm like at work or, I see something and I'm like, I can't answer that right now. Like that's an in-depth thing.
Yeah.
Like I've got to sit down for that. Give me like 10 minutes and I'll be there. Like, um, that's just me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess it's more so inclined than like a metric based thing,
Okay.
than anything else. Yeah.
All right. And Kevin says, we haven't told Pratt, but we've been monitoring his activity outside of SimpleMMO too. That Starbucks drink a few days ago had way too much sugar. And Cutie says, do you think those rules of how you act encourage other staff members to disengage with the community as a whole?
My brain is fried on that one. Say what again?
Yeah.
What?
He says, here, I'll even show it on the stream. Do you think I guess he's referring to the rules that you mentioned with like how you're supposed to conduct yourself as like a staff member.
Okay.
Do you think those rules encourage other staff members to disengage with the community as a whole? I guess to, not cross the line, or I don't know. I think that's what he's trying to say. Like,
Yeah, basically walking on eggshells, right? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Yes and no.
It doesn't encourage Ubi to not. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question. I don't know how to answer that. Shit.
Yeah, I don't think Pratt can answer for other staff members, but we can see that there is a group of staff members that doesn't stop them.
Right.
There's tons of advisors coming in. I don't know about mods, but also most of the mods that I've seen, they're on different time zones than I am. So like Ubi, I only see Ubi because Ubi is like an insomniac. Like I don't know. Like otherwise I wouldn't see him at all.
All jokes aside, I am too. So
yeah, I feel like staff members are extremely unhealthy. But if you buy my ebook on how to manage your life, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Eclipse says, remember, it is a volunteer position. That's true. It is a volunteer position. Gotta keep that in mind. So it's like half that. It's like half volunteer, and then also you still gotta hold people to a standard because they threw their hat in the ring to become staff. So but you're not judging someone harshly. I'm not, like, no one's yelling at Pratt for certain things. Like at the end of the day, he should. Yeah, we should be. But yeah, you're right.
Give me a harder time than anyone else because I can take it.
Hello, global chat. Dude, it's like I'm like watching global. I'm watching the stream chat. It's just so much going on. Sin is DMing me about just his mic exploding. It's a lot going on. Eclipse says, not at all, to be honest. Rules are pretty easy to follow. I generally like being nice to people. I like the way you said that, Eclipse. Access says, volunteer unpaid. Yeah, diamonds don't pay the bill. You know what I mean? That's why Pratt is now living in the studio. So, so true.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just set up a little cot in the corner. And you'll never know that I'm there unless you need me, and then I'll just be, just chilling in the corner.
Just like we'll put a blanket over you just to ignore your presence, and like a like some type of diffuser, so it just smells like tropical paradise over there. Man, it smells really good in here. Trust me, that 30% of our budget is hiding Pratt's presence.
Shit. I don't smell that bad, I promise.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm sorry.
I shower like twice a day.
Agent says we just got Mike's monthly pick as the payment. What?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't want that as a payment.
the feet pics. Yep.
Oh, that's gross, dude.
Yep. You got to deal with that.
Agent confirm dirty advisor for sure. There's a list. There's good advisor and dirty advisor, and Agent's one of them. Cutie says proud of you, Python. You've kept up with chat. Yeah, coffee stream is a lot easier to keep up with. And we have just as many, or if not more, viewers, which is insane to me. Probably because Pratt's so popular. Because it's definitely not Limitz, and it's definitely not me.
Stop it. You stop it.
Limitz over there like shit.
I'm definitely not the popular one. I feel like totally opposite there.
Nah.
I'm popular in for bad ways. There you go.
Yeah, Limitz will get assassinated by the end of the stream. It's okay.
No, Limitz, let me tell you how you're popular. I've heard your name, okay, before I knew that you had a guild and all the other. Like, I've heard of you. That's how I know that you have presence.
Yeah, bad presence.
Thanks, Pratt.
I didn't say it was bad.
I don't know why. Like I told you I didn't want to touch base on this, so you might as well,
Oh fuck! Here we go.
The negative towards MV or myself as a reputation as a bad person, and it's very difficult because I'm like one of the nicest people you'll meet on this game.
Right.
It's the people out there that gives me the reputation of being bad, and it's not.
I mean, I've never had a problem with you, ever.
Yeah, Pratt's like, I just see you in the report logs. That's all.
No. No.
Right? Talk about that Limitz guy again on the staff server,
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean that's kind of fun. I mean not to the point where like if people are like seriously reporting you for just, he said, she said. But I think that's not a bad way to get reputation limits, honestly. Like if you want to, be perceived as like the chill villain, what could go wrong? Like,
I kind of I'm like an outcast. I'm very quiet, keep to myself. I'm just here to play the game. I help a lot of people in this game. I really do. I just like the gear I give away, the gold that I give away is ridiculous. Like if you had the ability to go back and look at my history of what I'm giving away, it's crazy. Kick myself in the ass sometimes because here I am buying more diamonds to give away to other people, and it's like I'm giving away real life money and.
Yeah, you're buying their kindness, dude. You can't trick me. I'm investing in this. Chaotic says sometimes people need an enemy so they can band together and fight them. That's very. Damn, dude, are you like a philosopher, Chaotic? What the heck?
I mean, I totally didn't buy like 900 million worth of diamonds yesterday from Limitz. So yeah, no. Totally not. Yeah, no.
Yeah. You sure did. I woke up to all of them gone.
Well, it's weird hearing myself through Limitz.
My bad.
It's cool. Fluffy says the first time I heard of Limitz was when I got a drop, and he decided to offer like some mad amount of gold for it. Helped me out a lot. Yeah, people are commenting on your diamond prices, so I guess that's good.
Yeah, I sold 5,200 last night for 1.3. So
holy shit. Cutie says even in DC canon, Lex Luthor was president once. That's funny, dude.
The thing too is like with the diamonds I sell and the gold that I obtain, it goes back into the community because I can't help myself without collecting crap, you know what I mean? So I'm like hoarding all this stuff. I'm buying stuff I don't need, so it's like replenishing the community with gold. Like,
yep.
it's like a big circle the way I look at it. You know, if I spend my gold on you guys, you're gonna buy my items from me. You know?
Yeah, and inflation will never go away. Chaotic says they are a philosopher, and okay, someone banned Chaotic from the stream. I don't. That's not true, Chaotic. That's not a true metric. You can't say Crazyfy is better than me.
Yeah.
Karu, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. And Duck, welcome to the stream. And I think I missed someone else. Reaches, welcome to the stream. Simon says, Limitz, talk about the stuff with Beyblade. Oh, that's I don't really want to do that. Is there anything going on with Beyblade Limitz? I think that was kind of old, right? Like a couple weeks ago.
I don't have anything to talk about. Is it Beyblade or Babel or Babel?
I call him Beyblade. Just to get away from like that debate. You know, because we had Alucard on the show, and no one knows how to say the guild name. Even Alucard, he's at a loss. So it's Beyblade. It's just the easiest way to do it.
I was about to ask. I was like, "Are we actually talking about Beyblades or what?" I was
Dude,
so freaking confused just now. My brain was like, "Yeah, let it rip." Yeah, the toys, right? Yeah, no. I remember those things. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute.
Dude, I loved them. I even had like the mini, like like the plastic arenas you can get.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah, those were the good times.
Those are the loudest things in the world when you try to move them because it was all just plastic. I remember, like, one time pissing off my parents really bad because I was just running through the house and I had two of them and I was just like flapping them like wings and it made so much noise. They're like, "What is all that racket? Where is that coming from?" And it was me just waving the Beyblade arenas.
Oh my god! And like the twist is he did this yesterday. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. That's funny, dude. I love Beyblades. But yeah, I used to get yelled at because they're like, "Stop ripping it on the floor," and I'm like, "Shit." but they do it in the anime. Come on, man! Like they do it anywhere they want. Axis says, "Is there going to be a Senpai X Paizen fanfiction number 2?" There is. Okay, Axis. As embarrassing as this series is to me, it's extremely fun to write about. And I teased it a little bit in the Couch Cat Discord, in the general chat, I think. So if you wanna get a heads up, just read there. But basically, it's gonna be a cabin getaway with the boys. That's all I'm gonna say. Surprise! Welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed you. Say my name. Surprise! You're a freak, dude. Spike says, I think people are mad at Limitz because by opening a ton of chests, he inflated a lot of items, the item quantity, lowering their price. Limitz, is that true? Did you ruin the economy?
I thought I'd help boost it, but you know, you can look at it both ways. You know, and I'm somebody that was, you know what I mean. As myself, having items that you don't want to multiply very much. There's times where I even collect items, so there's less in circulation. You know what I mean, to keep them as valuable. And I'm sure there's other people that do it in game as well. So But yeah, it can be difficult. I mean, if you go through my showcase, you know, there's probably that people get a little trolled off that per se. But I don't know. It's whatever. I'm a collector.
Dude, you broke it. It's just easy. You broke it. Karu says, when is your next 10k gold key opening limit? Dude, I still remember that on the last stream. That was insane. What was that, like 6,000 or something?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times now. Just in, you know, there was one time that I did like 9.2k, and then there was one time I did like almost 10k within a day or two. You know what I mean? I think that was on the last stream, but I don't think it's worth it. You know what I mean? After the few times I have done it,
yeah,
I'm starting to take advice from you guys, the community, and just sell my diamonds and bank on gold and just buy the items when they come up, when they're, you know, available.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you're doing that instead. If you have to spend your money, I would not rely on chests. Chaotic says for the whole Beyblade guild is not here. I don't trust you, Chaotic. And then, dude, Crazyfy, get out of the chat, dude. Get out of the chat. Stop shit talking me. Duck says Pratt on the stream is poggers. And Keeban says Pratt is American Ubi. So true. So true. But he's got a cat, so how do you explain that one, Keeban? How do you explain the Ubi lore with a cat?
I have 3 cats. The one he went away because I was petting him and he didn't like it, so he went away. But I still have 2 cats, so it's okay.
Cutie says my daughter said that beard man has 2 cats. I think he has 8 cats. Pratt confirmed, cat man.
Yes.
Karu says if you want to spend limits, spend on me. I'll twerk. All right. All right, Karu. Banned. Super banned. Now all I can think about is twerking Santa, and I freaking hate that item. Yaki says, hello there. Hello, Yaki. Yaki Czar. Excuse me. Welcome to the stream.
Actually,
Duckman.
If
what?
I had the power to remove one item, it would be that one. It'd be
Dude,
the
thank
twerking
you.
thing.
I'm so over it.
I would get rid of it entirely if I had that power.
I still like the festive boner, like for the $1 billion though. Like, I want that avatar. Like,
that's inflation, dude. That's not your fault.
I gotta collect it before it just completely disappears, you know.
Yeah. Well, the reason why it's 1 billion is because it's no longer available, and you can't. I mean, honestly, it'd be worth it just to buy it so that you could turn around and sell it later. In my opinion.
Duck says, fun fact, if you consider gold keys to be worth at least 2 mil per, it's more gold efficient to buy 100 silvers a day. And then Keeban says, Ubi's whole shtick is making cat sprites. What do you mean? True, Pratt fits in the line with that, you're right. Potato, I see you in global with the twerking Santa. Definitely going to report you. There's got to be, you can be reported for that, right?
Banned.
Santa. Yeah, banned. Staff, I need you to act quickly on this one. Kayak says what I meant was it's not limits versus Beyblade, it's limits versus specific people. Oh, okay. I mean, that's, you could say that about anyone, really. Like, hopefully whole guilds are not being weaponized against people.
I did something.
It's most definitely people.
It's most definitely people.
Right there.
And then Casio says limits versus the world. And Casio means it because Casio is like the biggest instigator. If you don't know, like Casio doesn't just meow and chat. Like he's in all the discords, like spreading shit. Such a bastard. Karu says ban everyone. And Axis says limits versus the economy. Yeah, limits is like the Fed reserve. So limits. What's next? How many bips are we going to raise? Interest rates to fight this SimpleMMO economy.
Too much.
Another 0.75, everyone. All right. So that card you collect today, when that event goes live, it's going to be worth like 1/15 of what its actual value is by tomorrow. Fluffy says limits the SimpleMMO feds. Yeah. And it appears the event's not live yet, which is a shame. We're all waiting for it.
Wait, limits is the feds? Oh, damn.
Hey, Pratt, you look really familiar. Is that the most wanted list by my desk?
Don't come looking for me.
But
You
I mean,
can't
to be
see
fair,
me.
Fed Reserve is just kind of, they're just monitoring the economy. You don't have to worry about it, Pratt. Cutie says economy pilled podcast. Castro says I don't even know what instigator means. Aren't you German, Castro? Come on, dude. You can't trick me. All right.
I'm gonna raid you in right now, Pratt. Got my radio ready right here. Go ahead.
No. Please don't.
Surprise says, what's a good way you guys think to fight the inflation? Like in simple things. Dude, that's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, if you really want to piss everyone off, market wipe. Just fucking market wipe everything. uh, I don't know. I mean, do you guys think? Let's see what the last minutes we have. Let's talk about this. So, let me talk with you first. Do you think the current price for things in game, or maybe even certain things in game, is that an issue?
No, I think items are decreasing in value because everybody's searching for gold right now. So I think this is the best time to buy. I mean, I've been buying things up because of the values, you know. But yeah, I'm not having an issue, obviously. So
Yeah, yeah, because you're injecting into it. You're you're. I can't. I shouldn't ask you, Limitz. What was I thinking?
yeah, I'm the worst.
Pratt, as an advisor, and a longtime player who has seen like the totality of the market as it is up to today. What do you think? Are prices too low? Are they too high?
Oh man. I think they're about where they should be at, honestly. I haven't been keeping up too much with the market recently, but I mean, obviously, the newer items are going to be more expensive and whatnot. But I would say, in a general sense, it's about the same. I don't know where.
Pratt's
Trying to
like
think.
really racking it. Yeah, you're really racking
I'm
your head
trying
on
to
this.
think back to like like maybe a year ago. I mean, I guess there's less gold previously.
Yeah.
So nowadays there's more gold than there was before. So I would say it's about the same. It's about even, in my opinion.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Pratt.
You're welcome.
Cutie says, yeah, you did. Cutie says MOE cap to 200, double price in shop. Surprise says, I'd say make EPs cost 15 diamonds each, so energy points. And then Karu says,
Unlikely.
make. Huh? What were you saying?
Unlikely.
Unlikely. Yeah. Anything that has to deal with diamonds, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen energy points be less than 27 diamonds a piece in like a year and a half.
Damn.
So making them 15 diamonds each, sadly, as much as everyone would like that, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Dreams were confirmed to be crushed today. Kiaru says, make orphanage task minimum 5 mil. And then also Surprise says, why not raise battle arena costs? And then Duck's commenting backgrounds are really, really cheap right now. Yeah, I mean, that's a bad thing.
Raising the battle arena cost is really, really easy. All Mike would have to do is come out with another tier, and we would all buy into it. I know I would. It's as easy as that. We've had Nirvana now for what? I don't even know how long. It's been a minute though. Like
So
all. Say again.
What are you saying, Limitz?
So we're talking about trying to take gold out of the game. Is that what you guys are trying to do right now? Trying to figure out lessen the gold amount in the game. So what?
Somewhat. We were just kind of talking about like the economy and
yeah, people. I'm just reading about everyone's interjection, like what they think would make the economy better.
Because I feel like right now the economy is hurting for gold. No.
I mean, usually, let's say, less access to gold. That means less purchases, and then you'll see people lowering prices to kind of convince people to spend the limited amount they have. Maybe there's less gold in game, but I don't think so, man. I mean, even with the job, like banker job, you can still make a lot of money throughout the day if you're doing jobs consistently. I think stepping has allowed for a lot of easy income in the party system. Now, maybe it's not enough money to get you, that triple bill or whatever, like 500 mil weapon. I'm not sure. Maybe eventually, but I think there's a lot of healthy ways to get gold in the game. But yeah, I'm trying to compare this to like real life inflation, and it's not. I can't. Like I don't look at the market. I'm a quick sell Heathen. Okay, so I don't. Just it doesn't bother me, and I don't buy food. So I'm not hurt yet. Keevan or Casua says an option to rated players bank would help the economy. Casua, I don't.
Nope.
No, and that's not how you spell heist.
Nope.
And Kyrie says, yeah, how to make people spend more. I'll tell you this: if you make PowerPoints not diamond base, that's another way That's another healthy way to spend gold into the game, because guilds will always want to have power levels. Like I wouldn't put that behind a paywall, because it's such a with a decaying mechanic tied to it or feature tied to it. I think it sucks. I think, or it would suck less if it was purely gold, because again, there's plenty of ways to make money. There's plenty of ways to get donations from your guild members. Maybe Pratt, I think you agree with me. Like make PowerPoints gold based. That's another way to easily get it in.
Yeah, I mean, even if you had some way to directly convert the PowerPoints from gold into PowerPoints, instead of having to do this weird conversion where you have to buy the diamonds, then you have to purchase the PowerPoint with the diamonds. Like you don't have to do this whole conversion thing. But no, that's something I could get behind, because that was a thing that actually personally my guild struggled with when it first came out, because it was 1 PowerPoint per day decay or something like that, and trying to stay above the tier 5 was difficult, and we lost it a few times, and it wasn't even for lack of guild wars or anything like that. It was just we were spending so many PowerPoints. We were using more than what we gained, and so it was like, oh crap, we're tier 4 again. Shit, like let's get back up. And like I remember just straight dumping diamonds in there, like just trying to feed it to where it would just be sustainable. And it back in the day it was definitely hard to sustain. Had I not had some diamonds that were built up and built back, I definitely would have had to spend a bunch to just keep things going the way they were before, which is kind of crazy to think about it. But
it's expensive to run a guild. Even in this day and age, I can't imagine what you were dumping into it then.
Yeah, heaven and hell. A big guild and having issues like that. It's a bummer, for what it is right now. And Global Zane says, when's the event? I wish I knew, Zane. I wish I knew. Okay, so we have some actually long form comments about the economy. So let's see here. Cutie says, when saying the economy is fine, think about how long it'll take a new player, a new free-to-play player, to be able to get anything remotely good. But luckily,
it takes a minute.
Yeah, it'll take a while, but luckily, Cutie, they don't know good from bad. So we have a grace period until they get to like a level 1,000, and they're like, "Shit, the stick's not good." But no, you're right. You're right. And that goes into retention. Like, do people want to play a game where it takes a year to get something good? Probably not. Not to say it takes a year. I'm just generalizing. Fluffy says, the way I see it, the SimpleMMO economy is in a healthy spot, but that's more because the community is very nice and giving. The people that could inflate like crazy just simply don't. True. That goes to Limitz's point, what he does on his spare time with his money as well. Carrie says, how about dumping gold? I don't know. I mean, that would make me sad to like have to hit that dump button. Duck says, the economy right now needs movement. I feel like it's much, much slower than before. It's in part due to the events, but I don't know, a good way to incentivize it. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's questions how to make it better, and that's what Duck's saying here. Kasua says, start SimpleMMO 2 server and just start it again. Don't update the server. Casual, shut the. Eclipse says they're sitting at 2,455 power points from just winning wars. Jeez. And Potatoes here. Good to see you. I've seen you in global. Guys are trying to split my attention. I see it. Hi, YouTube. Twerking Carry. Why'd you change your name? Oh, wait. I think your name was like that before. Now Potato disappears. Okay. That's a lot of PowerPoints, but it's still a pain in the ass. Like, you gotta think about the general guild below the top, like 20. Like, that's just, it's so unobtainable, or it's just really impossible to maintain.
I mean, my suggestion for any new player is to join a guild that's already existing rather than create your own, because 100% for me, my guild is the source of, you know, great players and whatnot, and the community, but I've definitely dumped the most amount of gold and resources on my guild, more than anything else. For example, here I've got pulled up my stats here. So it says PowerPoints purchased 332, and it says bank deposited 135 billion. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. When you say 135 billion, I thought I had a good amount in there. Mine's like 19 billion. And PowerPoints is almost 3K for just PowerPoints. Crazy.
Yeah, that just sounds broken to me. Like, the amount needed, you know? That's like really stressful. Like, I kind of saw it when I was interviewing guild leaders back in the day, like especially like Dark Taylor and stuff, but like now, like, Limitz is really open with what he spends, and then just like what you said, Pratt, like, while it's like, I feel like, especially as a new player, like, I've always, every time I join a game, I'm like, I want to make my guild, but it's probably not viable right now, which is a sad thing. You want people to be able to, like, I want to create a guild, I want to have my friends in it, but you're not going to survive, and I don't know if that will change.
Yeah, it would be nice to see some more free to play elements implemented to make guilds a little bit more accessible and a little bit more sustainable over time than at its current state.
And I wonder what you do. Like, do you add tiers to guilds? Like, do you like smaller member guilds are just like categorized as something completely different? I don't know how you do it. I don't think you can separate guilds and the leaderboard as it is to make it more accessible at the the bottom end, so to speak, or easier for newer guilds to kind of like exist, right? And Limitz, what were you about to say, if anything?
I don't even remember now. I was just out of, when he says 135 billion, and I've only, how long has the guild been around, Pratt?
We'll be 3 years old in March of next year.
That's damn. And I've only been around since just a couple months. MV has been around, so like it's just a little terrifying. You know what I mean? And
it adds up over time. It's not something that, and that number there might be a bit inflated too. So take that into account. But it certainly adds up over time. And if you're not thinking about it, and you're not, actively trying to maintain it, you're going to notice that it'll just drop. Like, it'll drop right off. So
yeah. I mean, the thing is too is you need help, right? You know what I mean? If you have somebody else that is helping the guild, you know what I mean? And that's why the whole tax came in, or donations, or contributing to the fund. Do you guys do daily raids?
Yeah, I mean, we raid basically whenever we want.
Raid and chill.
Yeah, like I've got, I don't know how many officers and co-leaders. I recently, actually, I purged everything. So I kicked everybody out, and then I re-invited everybody who was actually active and whatnot. So now we're sitting at a little bit less members than I would like to, only 48. but I feel like this is definitely like my core team of people.
You didn't get called out? You didn't get called out in global chat for kicking people out? What the heck, dude?
I mean, I probably did, but I wasn't paying attention.
So. It's only a Limitz thing, okay?
Yo, no Chan, make a video.
I mean, okay, I've done it before, and I put out an announcement, and I told everybody it was happening, and then I did it. So
yeah, it won't stop it, dude. But I applaud you. Tio is here. Welcome to the stream, Tio. Gakuto, welcome. Next is here. Ammo Bro's here. Welcome to the stream.
Oh no,
Potato's
now
back.
I have to leave. Ammo Bro is here.
Great. Yeah, he's here. he's got your coordinates, dude. He doxed you. He's got, dude. Ammo, why? What happened? What'd you do to Pratt?
Nah, he's all right.
Cutie says, Pratt, look up how much I've added to the guild bake.
Yeah,
Carrie,
like
welcome back.
69 million or something like that.
69.
Wait, was it supposed to be like 69,420 or something like that? Did I miss that?
Cutie, grow up.
It's
grow
close.
up, Cutie. Notice me, senpai. Yes, Potato, I notice you. Tio says making a guild is not worth it, but it's worth it in some ways. It's always great to help new players grow big. Simon says stream lagging? No. Could be a YouTube thing. So let's see. Eclipse says we raid 24/7. Jeez, dude. You guys just don't chill. Kasua says winning wars gives a lot of free power points. Yeah, but then so that's another thing. You have to constantly be in wars, right? So where are you going to tell the PvE guild? What's their way of getting free power points?
Oh man, that's something that I would like to see too, because I actually, just to kind of test it, and also I was kind of really done with PvP at one point. I did make us PvE for a month.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. Because like we had to do the step tasks, and if the step tasks weren't getting done, we were just constantly burning PowerPoints. Like just it was gone. So yeah, I would definitely like to see something where, and even the tasks cost gold to activate. I would like to see something where the PvE guilds could, really thrive and really, something, to where they could gain some power points and gain some traction without having to necessarily, put gold in or put diamonds. You know what I mean? That would be really cool in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe like once guild tasks are implemented, maybe that's a way. I'd rather, if I'm a guild leader and say there's guild tasks like, raid for X amount of time or blah, 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 like get a certain amount of EXP with the raid or steps, whatever. Maybe, PowerPoints can be a reward to kind of like offset, or like to like kind of get back to the guild leader to keep doing raids.
Because I would love to see PvE guilds actually make a comeback per se. And because when it first came out, it was more so just like a new feature, and so like everyone was just like, yeah, I'm gonna try it, and then nowadays I don't even really know like a strictly PvE guild that's rising. I don't know, maybe I should check the leaderboards, but I'm not singling anyone out here if you are.
Step and Chill is kind of like the same. They haven't, like, they're the one that comes to mind. I think Maple is PvE. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're not really.
They still do some PvP though, don't they?
Who? Step and Chill?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Dude, don't call me out like that, Pratt. It's my stream. What the fuck?
I remember those.
Stream's over.
The wars. I remember the wars. But yeah, no. Like Drifters was one. They were PvE
huge
for a long time.
And
who else? There was another one too. Now I can't think of it. Was it Maple Tree? Did you say Maple Tree?
Yeah, Maple.
Yeah, Maple Tree. Like, still, these guys are sitting down here at like 31. I would love to see, PvE guilds actually be able to, you know, maybe even break the top 10. Like if you really were at it and you had, you know, active steppers, you had active, you know, an active guild and you were maintaining it and stuff like that. I would love to see PvE guilds make a huge comeback. Who knows? Maybe I'll just make my guild PvE at the start of the new year and rock with it.
Yeah, just to see what happens. Like you're the live experiment.
Yep.
Yeah. Can a popular guild survive as PvE? Find out.
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, I just, I used to just be, I ate, or I drank the PvP Kool-Aid because it's kind of like the most active element of the game. But now that I'm in safe mode, just chilling, I'd really wish, PvE was expanded upon.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be.
Yeah. Party system, great addition. Now let's get, like party raids or party bosses when you're stepping together or something.
Yeah,
let's get more incentive. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like a rare or elite type enemy that you can only fight during, a party. Like you had to have a full party. And then it's just like RNG for, how long you've been stepping together and you can all fight it. And maybe it's got like, halfway decent drop chance. So I see Limitz just boosted the orphanage.
Jeez, dude. Stop doing that, man. We're trying to talk shit about you. Stop doing good things. Eclipse says the problem is if you buff PvE guild, like the guild XP, you still buff the PvP guilds the same amount. So like PvP will always have an edge. That's true. But I think we just need to get to a point where PvE is viable. That's all.
Yes.
Like, PvP might always triumph, but if PvE can still climb and still like, be worth the investment in time, in everyone's time and money into it, then I think that's perfectly fine. Instead of like PvE is DOA, right? So I think that's what Pratt and I are more leaning towards.
Yeah.
But everyone's got nice ideas. I like it. It's been a great discussion today. And Tio, Tio will be our newest YouTube mod. He'll take over. Fred and keeping her dead. Tio. But anyway, man, we've talked a lot. So we covered the event. We covered player retention. We've covered Limitz drama, which is not really drama at all. And then, we talked about the economy and we talked about, PvE and guild cost. It's been an awesome episode. Before I get into like the outro, because dude, guys, I have to pee. Like this coffee has hit me. This is the point where I'm cross-legged, what Ubi and I always talk about. So before I get into the outro and thank chat, Limitz, I want to start with you. Is there, first and foremost, thanks for coming on. Is there anything you want to shout out before we shut this thing down?
No, I appreciate you inviting me back, and it's nice having to see Pratt and hanging out with him, and let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, of course. Once you're on the show, you're always welcome to come back, unless you completely blow it, which no one's done yet. So I'll move on to Pratt. Pratt, again, thank you for coming on. You kind of just wandered in, and it was one of the best streams possible. So we got lucky today. But is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say? Your departing words.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you for having me, and thank you to the best community that's out there. Hit me up if you need anything. That's
Sweet.
it.
All right, thank you. And Carrie is the cutest. Wow, great. I'll never let that one down. Yeah, so thanks to chat. Thanks for everyone tuning in, and thank you for all your input, your takes, and your questions. It's very thought-provoking. It was really fun, especially on the morning of the looming event. I think it's always cool to have a chat with everyone. And thanks to you, Global Chat. I saw you're both popping off at some instances. So Global Chat, I hope you have a good day. I hope you are lucky in your card collection. And then also thanks to everyone who's going to watch this later in a different time zone. We appreciate your time. You don't have to do that, but you do, and we love it. So that's the stream. I'm Paizen. That's Limitz up top. That's Pratt in the middle. Thanks again to both of you guys. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the stream. Subscribe if you're new here. and head on over to couchcatpod.com for more SimpleMMO content. Peace out, everyone. Pratt's cat, dude. Oh my.